Alright, hey guys. So we started to clean up the area over here to get to some pinpoints that we had saw, and we were just cleaning everything up, and we ended up finding a couple more. There's one right here, but it's kind of broken up into two. Another one here, and a couple elsewhere around the back here. We're gonna fill up these larger holes here because my motor has a little bit of a different mounting bracket, so we're just gonna fill up the holes that we know that we don't need for well, it's just easier to fill up the holes and then just drill through for the mounting bracket, so that way we know everything's lined up properly and everything. So Dave's just gonna braze in all the little pinholes and then fill up these other holes, and then we'll have a solid backing here for when we're ready to mount the motor and everything. And yeah, so just stay tuned and we'll kind of show you the process. I've never personally done it. Dave has, like I showed you earlier. He's did the inside of the boat there. So we're just gonna go ahead and get everything done. Here's a little bit of a close-up on some of the spots that Dave brazed here. You can see there's some buildup from the rods and whatnot. So I'm just gonna come in with a grinder here and just keep it at an angle so I can try to get it somewhat as flush as possible without really damaging too much. So this is gonna be a little loud, but hopefully you guys are able to see this. I'm just gonna go ahead and move you over just a little bit so I have some room here. There we go. Alrighty. Well, instead of doing that big one, I'm going to do one of these little smaller ones so that way you guys can see what I'm doing here, and then I can just set you off to the side and go from there. That one's looking pretty good, so I'm gonna go ahead and just stop it, guys, here, and I'll come back to you once when I have it all done. Alright, here we go, guys. I got everything kind of right where it needs to be. There's still a little few problematics. We tried to fill up some of the holes that were pre-drilled in for like the old motor mounts and whatnot, but they didn't really take all that well, and some of the pinholes are still here, but oops, sorry, couldn't really see that. Some over here, up here, and here, but honestly it's kind of right where the motor sits to where the bracket we're using is most likely going to cover all that stuff anyways, and we're going to put some sealant around it anyways, so chances are nothing's going to happen. So we're pretty confident in moving forward. We're just going to go ahead and sand down everything here to get this back down to bare aluminum, so that way we can go ahead and paint this at either today or at a later date. Stay tuned. Alright, here we go, guys. We just did a little bit of sanding where all the paint was bubbling up and everything else. So we can come in here with a spray paint and get everything done. We're also doing up here. I didn't really do too much up in here, mainly for the fact of Well, it really wasn't too bad, just a lot of paint wear and whatnot, so since we're going over top of it, I'm not too worried about it. I mean, most of the paint's most likely gonna wear at some point anyways, so again, I'm not too worried about it. Right now, Dave's just looking at our secondary transom support, which is that thing right here. I'll show it to you here in a little bit. But he brazed it up and everything that you saw in the short little clips, so we're just looking at getting that set up so we know everything's good and then we don't have to sand, grind, or anything else into particular areas, so everything's all set and ready to go. But here in a little bit, I'll show you what Dave's been working on, and hopefully we're good to go from there. Until then, see you later. Right, this is the piece that I was talking about. This is the secondary transom support. It just kind of goes into the transom and connects to the bottom as a extra needed support. But Dave got this all taken care of, and it's looking pretty good underneath. Just very minimum things that we'll need to do. But all right, see you later. Hey guys, it's me now. We went ahead and epoxied this up and then already put down the fiberglass as well. Everything's looking good. We're just waiting for it to dry so then we can go ahead and flip it and do the other side. But in the meantime, Dave's gonna show me how he brazed some of the stuff in the boat, which, as you come up and around here, don't know if you can really see it, but he already touched up some of the areas and then drilled out some of the holes for the rivets already. So it's gonna be looking good. Stay tuned. Alright guys, this is what Dave's been working on inside of his little tent here that he made. A little paint tent. Looks like he just was getting this kind of prepped up, ready to be painted. Then he'll probably paint that here in a little bit. Then I'll show you what we were just working on here. After getting everything polished up and whatnot, we gave everything a little bit of a acetone bath here. And we had, sorry, let's get that out of the way. We're having a little bit of fun with it, as it didn't, as we were doing up here, it was kind of taking the paint off with it, which isn't that big of a deal. So I mean, we're repainting all this anyways, so. All right, I think for now, I'm gonna go ahead and turn off the cameras and call it a day. So we'll be back to paint this probably next week or week after, or whichever comes first, basically. So thanks for watching, guys. Please leave a like, comment, subscribe. You know the drill. Bye. Hey guys, as you can see here, we went ahead and just sprayed a primer coat down. We're gonna let this dry out. Dave's going inside. As you can tell, Dave's getting into the boat. It's not the quietest thing. He's gonna go ahead and spray underneath the transom here. So we want to hit that a little bit as well with the paint. We went and got an oil-based paint, or well, Dave picked a oil-based paint out that we're gonna paint in the back of this and everything, so we can hopefully seal up anything that we kind of missed or anything else like that, and hopefully call it good after that. And then this is gonna go back to black after this dries. But alright, that's it for now. Thanks everyone for watching.